Hey guys, welcome to this video. I want to go over a key point on how to make a game very memorable, very unique, and very intriguing so that your player base keeps coming back to your game over and over and over again until they just buy all the microtransactions and you make a ton of money. Okay, so this is my idea. I haven't played too many different games recently. Recently, I've only played one particular game, Squad Busters, in case you're wondering, and I do play torrent.com once in a while just to, it's an idle text-based game that I want to make a much more smaller version of. And that's not the only reason I do play that game. That game has a, I'm going to tie into this point. So I have 3 points that I want to kind of go over that will help your game be the most memorable for your player base. Okay, so number 1, a unique selling point. You don't have to have the best graphics, but if your graphics is the selling point, you're probably working for a AAA company, or you have a really cute new art style that's trending, and then that could be your selling point. A lot of different technologies can be used to create that. I'm not the most understanding of it because that's not the type of game I'm interested in right now, but there are ways to create interesting graphics without having the most highest end computers. And by the way, most games, especially for selling an indie game dev, you're probably selling to people who are willing to play games on potato PC. So the graphic cannot be high fidelity. That's going to be reserved for like the Ubisofts, the Activision Blizzards, and all these big ginormous companies. Anyways, number 2, a story that speaks to their instincts. Now this kind of changes over time, so you have to be a little bit fast or updated, because once the story gets outdated, you have to constantly update it, or you have to have a really peak story that's going to last a long time. Something that was memorable in history, have an inspiration for that. A lot of people are going to have interesting emotions and memories about that. If you tap into that, it can be timeless for the duration of the game's liveness, right? So if you make a game that really touches upon a key point in history or recent memories of people, and you make that into a game, people can tap into the memory and say, you know what, that really speaks to my mind, and you can make a video game about that. So number 3, finally, help them build their desires, right? So we're all biological creatures. We used to be hunter-gatherers, or we have hobbies and things that we enjoy doing. Different people, different personalities, and we kind of want to see a reflection of our goals speak through to us through our video game. So we want to, even though it's a digital environment, you still are actively engaging in an activity that helps people become more resourceful, maybe something that they can build and help them build up relationships, or feel like they're making connections, like something that's tangible. Like you have to make that connection from your video game to their real tangible life in some way, shape, or form that makes them upgrade their lives. Now, some people may not be interested in upgrading their lives. They just want to play video games all day. Even then, you have to help them engage that mind of creating something that they desire and want to build towards. So you want to do that and really move forward so that they can engage their minds in a resourceful manner, in a way that helps them be productive. Because most endorphin and the positive hormones like that we have, the positive chemicals in our brain that helps us really feel those good emotions, they're usually designed to get us to a better place in life, to find out what's valuable, what's good for us, what's resourceful, and just move forward. If you're able to help tap into the people's like building instincts of like connection or natural human desires that we all have, that helps us get to better places in life, help them engage their resourcefulness in their minds, their imagination through a digital universe that they create, then you have a game that you can build, and your player base will love you for it, because they get to not only play the game and have fun, but most of the things that triggers our endorphins, the positive emotions in our minds, usually are activities that our evolution has designed us to make be more productive in society. And even for people who are going through distress, and they're not really in a productive mind in their mode. I went through this a long time ago as well. But even if for them, if you help them engage their mind, they are still able to engage that in the activity of being more resourceful in a more like a lighthearted manner. Obviously, it's going to be a lot easier than actual work, but you want to help engage their mind so they can build their personality, build their mind, and really engage so that they can actually be more stress-free. And that when they go back into reality, they can actually make that connection and they can actually improve. So almost like video game is designed to be like a self-help book, but in a more digital format, a more entertaining format, more fun, more interactive. So anyways, that's how I think you should make your game more memorable, and the most valued game in your player base's libraries. Okay, so number one, unique selling point. Create something that stands out. It can be a unique storyline, a unique play style, a unique graphic, unique storytelling, something that stands out from the other games. It doesn't have to be very expensive to create, but everybody has something. Every person, every game developer is good at. Every personality has a key point that they're better than all the other people in. You have to find what that key point you have is and create that into a video game and make sure that is the selling point. If you can do multiple selling points, multiple key points that people can memorize you from, that is what you want to do for your customer base. Okay, so the unique selling point. Number two, a story that speaks to their instincts, something that's memorable to them. It can be historic, memorable, something recent event, but you have to keep that memory alive until the published date, and you have to keep it alive during the duration of the life cycle of the video game so that people can refresh their memories and tap into those memories, like almost listening to an old song. Even though the song is old, people can feel it memorable. You have to be that game that they can replay in their mind and feel amazing. Like I've played like a lot of old games like Diablo, Maple Story. These are old games like Diablo 2, like the original, or StarCraft. For me, these hold special parts in my life that I went through so that I could have a unique memory point, right? So you want to keep that alive. It doesn't have to be recent. You can if the game development cycle is multiple years, make sure like Dwarf Fortress, the game that's so old but it's extremely old, but it finally became really popular. If you're able to tap into a certain lore, maybe like folklore or something like people can tap into the memory so that they really understand what this game is about and it's timeless. Okay, and number three, help them build their desires, help them access their hunter-gatherer mode or maybe caretaking mode, intuitive. Maybe for the ladies, they want to be more compassionate, more like more like Sims type of game, like Sims 2 or Sims 4, or like connection or dating. Engage the people's natural instincts. We treat us like like if you're taking care of our pets and animals, then you're building something for them to really help them engage their minds. Video games are complex for humans that are way more complex for the animals at the zoos and farms and like that. However, we also have that animal instinct and we want to be entertained. We want to have fun. We want to be, having a good time of having new experiences. So help create that desire in your client base and they will love you for it. Anyways, that was all in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Peace.